Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for October 25th, 2025. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, we have 2, 6, 7 here. What can we do? We have two twos looking in here, placing the 2 in this box. All right, we also have twos that are vertical, putting a 2 in one of these two. The 6s look in here. This 6 looks up, placing this 6. We can follow up on that. 6 in one of those 3. Vertically, we have this filled box column, so those aren't 6. These aren't 6. This 6 looks in. Puts a 6 in one of these 2. Now that's going to point up. This 6 looks down, putting a 6 in one of these 3. Okay, that's quite nice. What looks into this box, either here or here, that might be helpful. 3 and 6 are in the box. The 7. So the 7 looks in. That places this 7. These two 7s look in, placing that 7. These 7s look down, putting a 7 in one of these 3. This is a pair for the box. We need a 1, we need a 4, and this 4 looks in. So that's 1 and that's 4. And then the rest of this row is 3, 8. This 8 tells us the order. That's 3, that's 8. Triple for this row. We need a 1, let's just think about it first. 1, 5, 9. Okay, so this sees 1, 5, so this is a 9. And we're left with a 1, 5 pair. And that leaves a pair for this box. We need a 3, 4. This 3 tells us the order. That's 4, that's 3. And then a pair for this box. We need a 1, which goes here. And our last digit is an 8. So we filled everything in the top band except for the 1, 5. So we should move on to the next band here. The 5... does look down here, putting a 5 in one of these 3. Whoopsie. And that is going to point up, resolving the rest of our top band completely. It's quite nice. So the 1s look in. All these 1s look in, putting a 1 in one of these 2. The 2s look in. We have that. The 8s. Okay, so where's 8 in this box? It's in one of these 2. That joins the 2 to create what's called a hidden pair. So if you think about what these corner marks are telling us, they're telling us that one of these is a 2, and the other is an 8. Well, if one's a 2 and the other's 8, there's not room for anything else. That removes everything else from those two cells. So we can just mark it as 2, 8 center marked. The rest of this column, we need a 4, 7. And then this 4 looking in tells us that's 7, that's 4. So this is a triple. We have the 5 and the 6. What's the other digit? The 9. It's not 6. This is a triple. We have the 1 and the 6. And our last digit is the 9. Okay. And then over here, we have a triple as well. We have 1, 2, we need a 3, we need a 4, and we need a 7. And this 4, 7 looks in, making this have to be a 3. And leaving a 4, 7 pair behind. This 7, by the way, looks over, removing that 7. This puzzle's just kind of solving itself. We'll see if we get stuck, but it's going to be very hard to get stuck at this point. These 3s all look in, putting a 3 in one of these 2. These 4s look down. Actually, there's 4 4s looking to the box. We can place the final one. What about over here? 4's one of these 2. Okay. I think we're just left with these 4s. So that's 3 and 4. And then over here we have 1, 7, 8. One thing I'm noting in my head is that we do need a 7 and an 8 in this column. And they can't go here, so they go down here. So the 8's in one of these 2. The 1 is down here. We have the 7 and the 8 marked already. So anything else I can do with this? Not that I see. Final band here. This stack is basically done, so we're just going to look at these 4s and 6s here. So 6s match up, but we have that marked. 4s, we have that marked. All right. Wow, we actually did we did lose some momentum there. What's the lowest hanging fruit here? We have 4 digits left in this column, so let's take a look at that. We need a 1, 2, 5, 9. This can't be 1, 2, so this is 5, 9. Otherwise, I'm not seeing anything with 1, 2, 5, 9. This column has 4 digits left. We need a 3, 5, 6, 9. This is 3, 5, 9. It's not 6. This isn't 3, so it's 5, 6, 9. So really not anything else. 3, 5, 6, 9. What could I be missing? Let's see. 3, 7, 8. Yes, okay. So this is looking for geometry here. I was like, where haven't I like looked at for geometry? Because I looked in all of these and I realized I didn't really look in this box. And so I was thinking about how this row, I was just thinking about this row. I don't know, really know why. It just looked like I should look at it. But so these 4 digits is what I looked at. And we can see that the 4 is already in the row. But this row still does need 3, 7, and 8. So the question is, where do 3, 7, and 8 go in this row? Well, they don't go here. This is marked 5, 9. So we don't know that's not 3, 7, 8. And then this cell here sees a 3, 7, and 8. So that leaves only 3 cells left in the row that can be 3, 7, 8. So they must be 3, 7, 8. In order to place all 3 of them. So we can, and if we look, this cell here, because even our corner marks are telling us, can't be the 7 or 8. So basically what I'm doing is I'm saying 3, 7, and 8 must appear somewhere in this row. And they have to be in these 3 cells exactly, but this cell can't be the 7 or 8. So the only choice is for it to be the 3. And then that leaves a 7, 8 pair behind. And that places the 3 here. All right, this is 5, 6, 9. The 6 is in one of these two. So then where's 6 in this column, or this box, if you prefer? It's in one of these two. So if that's 7, 8, this is 5, 6, 9, but it can't be 5. So it's only 6, 9. Nice. Oh, this is a 5, 9 pair in the row. So the rest of the row is our 1, 2, and 7. So this is 1, 2. It's not 7. This is 2, 7. It's not 1. I believe this is any of 1, 2, 7. All right. Can we follow up on anything we just got? The 7, 8, we got this 3. Yeah, so we can follow up on 3s, actually. Placing this 3 and this 4. That places 7 and 4 here. So these 2 7s, we're just following up. Puts a 7 in one of these two. And then the 4. 4s are done, actually. All right. 4 digits in this box. We know these two aren't 6. So what are they? They are the 2, 5, 9. So do I have any restrictions on 2? Not that I can tell. That's not 5, that's not 9. Something I noticed, though, is because 2 is here and 2 is here, those line up. So really the question we want to ask is, where's 2 in this row? And it's not here. It's not any of these, and this 2 looks down. So 2 in the row goes right there. This is not a 6, so for the row, this has to be 9. That's 6. This is not a 2. So that does put the 2 in one of these two for the row. So then 2 in this box is placed right here. We have these two 2s looking down. All right. This column is down to 1, 5, 9. This puzzle's been hard to close. So that's our 9. So that's 6. That's 5. We get the 9 and the 6 here. This can't be 6 anymore. Oh, because we placed the 6. This is a naked 5. That places 5 in this box here, giving us the 1 and the 5, giving us the 9 and the 1. That gives us the 6, 9, and 2. That's our 6 and 7. That's 8 and 2. This digit is something. An 8. We get the 8 and the 7, the 1 and the 2 and the 7. That's our 8. This is 9. We have the 5 and 1, and we're done. All right. One of my faster times for sure, especially with explanation. Cool. Yeah, I mean, this whole top band solved like right away. And then this stack basically solved pretty quickly. But we still had to think about a few things, like finding this finding the hidden triple in this row was very helpful. In fact, I think we probably could have found a 7, 8 hidden pair here, which would force that to be 3, but finding the triple was fine. All right, well, let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.